when I was on there and she asked the driver for a transfer. And he says, where are you going? She says, to a party. He said, well, where do you want the transfer to? She said, oh, I'm not going to tell you. It's a surprise party. Oh, I'm glad I'm not silly like that. Well, I was standing on a street corner, and a great, big, handsome hunk of man come up and tapped me on the shoulder and says,
how's it going, Minnie?
oh, Ernest, you great, big, handsome throbador.
It's Minnie. It's troubadour, honey. Troubadour.
Well, honey, any gal that goes out with you is bound to get a throb. If you ask me, and I do hope you ask me.
Say, Minnie, looky now, honey. Looky, stop all this kidding around. You know, a gal like you has no trouble getting a fella. You with your personality and charm and style and good looks and nice figure.
Oh, Ernest, that's what I like about you. You have such a strong character and such weak eyes. Ernest Tubb, do you know how old I am?
Why, no, Minnie, I don't, but you don't look it.
Oh, shut up.
Minnie, whatever your age is, you certainly carry your years well.
Well, thank you, Ernest, but it ain't hard to carry your years well if you drop off a few every once in a while.
Oh, Minnie, you ought to come down to Texas, honey.
Yeah?
We've got plenty of real he-men down there, and their main interest is beautiful women and fast horses.
Yeah, that's the trouble. Last time I was in Texas, one of them tried to throw a saddle on me. Ernest, did you ever hear tell of a feller down there in Texas by the name of what you call the Wildcat Willets?
Oh, Wildcat Willets. Oh, I know that booger well. In fact, that is one of the luckiest guys you ever met in your life, Minnie.
Yeah?
He couldn't drive a horseshoe pitching hub into the ground without striking oil.
You mean he's got lots of money in the bank?
Oh, shucks, no. He never puts his money in the bank. He just bails it up.
Oh, my. I'd sure like to know more about that, but we've talked so much about Texas, I ain't had time to give the news from Grinder Switch.
Say, by the way, Minnie, what kind of a place is Grinder Switch?
Oh, you'd love Grinder Switch, Ernest. I wish you'd come down there sometime with me. It's so quiet and peaceful down there, you know. Oh, nobody's ever in a hurry to pay their bills. But I've got something to tell you that happened to me. The other night, there's a new feller down there at Grinder Switch, and he asked me to go for a ride with him in his car, and he drove me away out in the country. I thought at the time it was going a little too far. And he parked the car, and he says, how about a little kiss? And I said, all right, if you'll put the top down so we can see the moon and the stars. Well, so he went right to work, and he had that top down in about 35 minutes, and then
Wait a minute. You mean it took him 35 minutes to get the top down?
Yeah.
Why, shucks, gal, I could have my top down in 1 minute.
I know, Ernest, but you've got a convertible.